Practical Faith listeners, it's another beautiful, awesome, amazing, blessed day. Guys, we are going to praise and glorify Jesus Christ because He is the living Lord. I can continue with this, but the message I want to get out today is, who are you trying to please? Who are you trying to please? And this is a message I want you guys to go sit down, go think long and hard. Are you there to please people? Or are you there to please God? Now, we know that Moses was up in the mountain. He was up in the mountain for considerable time. The first time he got the tablets, when God wrote or inscribed the 10 commandments on the 2 tablets of stone and gave it to Moses. But while they were up there, while Moses was up there, come with me to Exodus 32, verse 1. And it says, when the people saw that Moses was so long in coming down from the mountain, they gathered around Aaron and said, come, make us gods who will go before us. As for this fellow Moses who brought us up out of Egypt, we don't know what has happened to him. And then we know the rest of the story. Aaron tells them to take off the jewelry, all the gold, and they made golden calves. But guys, who are we trying to impress? You see, Aaron being the first high priest. You know, the funny thing is, Aaron became the first high priest ordained by God of the tribe of Israel. And yet, he's falling into people's demands. He's not trusting the Lord. I mean, he was there from the beginning when they went to Pharaoh, all the 10 plagues that happened. He was standing right next to Moses when it happened. He saw the glory of the Lord when the Red Sea parted. Yet, he caves into people's negativity. He caves into people's opinions. He caves into people instead of standing and say, but look what the Lord has done. And this is a message that I want to leave with you guys today. Who are you trying to impress? You see, at times, they were getting impatient. They're like, okay, but Moses is so long in the mountain. Is he ever going to come down? They were wondering, is he dead? Is he alive? Is he going to come back? But then they just carry on with life. But this is where God's timing comes in. Is a lot of times we get so, blinded because we are so impatient. And that's one thing I'm busy working on, is impatience. Because I know I struggle with that. I want things to happen now. I don't want to wait. I want to do something. I want to do it now, and I want to move on. And that's a problem, because God has got His timing with everything. But yet, are we going to do the right thing, or are we just going to do things just so we can try and speed up the process? You see, they came to Karen. They were moaning. They were literally crying by him and saying, no, we have to move on. It's about time. And I was like, but what has the Lord done for you? You saw the miracles. You walked through the Red Sea. You saw how the Egyptians gave you everything, literally all their jewelry, all their gold. They gave it to you just to get rid of you. All these miracles that you guys have never seen in your life, but yet we still moan. And that's another thing, a negative attitude, a negative mindset. Just as mindset, a selfish mindset, it's all about me, myself, and I, but that's a different message. Guys, we got to learn to be patient in the Lord. Stand up, regardless of the situation, regardless of what is happening right now in your life, where you might not see the end of the day, where you think, you know what, I don't know how am I going to get out of this. Financial, whatever the case, it might be a relationship battle, whatever. You cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel. Are you going to cave in and just do the wrong things? Or are you going to stand on God's word and God's promises and say, okay, Lord, I don't want to be like Aaron. I don't want to give in to the temptation. I don't want to give in to what other people think. I don't want to give in and just fall flat. Because we see there's a consequence to pay for it, and it's not a lovely consequence. It's by far not a great consequence. Let's be honest, guys. The wrong consequences are never nice. But you got a choice. Are you trying to impress God? Are you going to stand on His word? Are you going to stand on doing the right thing? Are you still going to have the integrity about you and say, okay, but you know what? There might be an easy way here. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to stand on God's word, and I'm going to do the right thing in His eyes. I'm going to impress Him instead of trying to impress people, trying to fall to people's opinions and what they think of me, or whatever the situation is. Because a lot of times we do that, and then when things go from bad to worse, then we run to God and we say, but why? No, because we are choosing the wrong things. We mustn't be like Aaron. Let's not be like him. Let's not give in to the temptation, or let's not give in to the cravings of just doing things just because we are in a hurry. Let's rather wait and say, Lord, you make this happen at the right time, and trust me, you will know when God moves. You will know when things happen, because things just got a way of happening. When God makes it happen, it just happens, regardless of how hard you try. So guys, I hope this message has inspired you. I hope this message touches you and makes you see things in a different way, relying and waiting on the Lord, guys. Trusting him and doing the right thing that's going to please him and not people. Blessings.